One of the cars that was set to blow us all away at the Geneva Motor Show this year, until the expo was cancelled due to the coronavirus, was the new Porsche 911 Turbo. Unveiled in hotter Turbo S form to little fanfare online, the new supersports car is based on the all-new 992 generation 911 platform that brings with it a sizable performance upgrade and a whole load of interior tech. To tie you over to the car's release in the summer, here are 5 things you need to know about the new Porsche 911 Turbo. With every iteration of a sports car, you can expect it to be a little bit more powerful than the outgoing model. While most car makers would inject another 20 to 30 brake horsepower, Porsche has ramped up the 3.8-litre twin-turbo flat-six engine in the new Turbo S by a massive 68 brake horsepower, marking the biggest ever power jump for a 911 Turbo. That brings the new model's power output up to a colossal 641 brake horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque, which is channeled to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Put your foot to the floor from a standstill and you'll hit 62 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. And if you find a long enough stretch of de-restricted tarmac, you could test the car's 205 mile an hour top speed. While its performance figures will leave all but a Formula 1 car shaking in their boots, the new 911 Turbo remains a 2+2 sports car. Fold the front seats forward and you'll find 2 extra chairs in the back that are just about large enough for small children, but most people will probably use them as extra luggage space for their weekend getaways in the south of France. That all means the 911 Turbo is a little bit heavy. In standard form, the new Turbo weighs 1,640 kilograms, making it over 130 kilograms heavier than the bog standard 2-wheel drive Carrera. That being said, the 911 Turbo is better suited to a blast down the autobahn than being thrown around Brands Hatch on a track day. Porsche knows you'll be spending a fair amount of time behind the wheel of your new Turbo, so it's crammed the cabin full of all the latest in-car tech to keep you occupied. This includes a pair of displays behind the steering wheel that can be customised on the fly, so you could, for instance, swap out the speedometer for the infotainment controls. You also get Apple CarPlay thrown in for free, a rarity in the premium car world, and an assortment of driver modes as well. However, Porsche has retained the analog tachometer that sits in the centre of the instrument cluster as a way of linking the new model to 911s of old, just in case the iterative design wasn't quite enough. Let's face it, Porsche knows the 911 has a devoted and wealthy following, so it comes as little surprise that the company offers an extensive options list to get a bit more to ensure you create your perfect 911 Turbo. To be fair, there are some options we can't help but choose when playing around with the configurator, like the sports exhaust system and nose lift, because who wants to deal with bodywork repairs? Other options are handy to have, but they could cost you a lot of money. Adaptive cruise control, for instance, will cost you over £1,000, but that's still only a fraction of the coupe's £156,000 base price, or £165,000 if you go for the cabriolet. If you like the look of a number of extras on the options list, and let's face it, you probably do, you can opt for one of the special packs that Porsche offers. These are essentially bundle packs, but they can radically change the characteristics of the new Turbo. For example, the lightweight package swaps out the front chairs for a pair of bucket seats, while the rear bench is chucked out altogether, saving you 30 kilograms. The Sport Pack, meanwhile, comes with a sleek carbon fibre roof and a bunch of gloss black badges. Find out more about the new 911 Turbo and get up to date with all the latest car news and reviews by heading over to YesAuto.com.